Hello, I'm Marlon Molina. I have the big honor of being with Richard Pharro today. Richard is the president of APM Group. Richard, thank you for being with us today.
Hello, Marlon. Thank you very much for the promotion. I'm not the president; I'm the CEO.
Okay.
But it's very nice to be introduced as a president.
Well, maybe we're looking to the future.
I hope so. But because we have a politician in this country who would also like to be president of Europe, so I will take my place in the queue.
That's great. Richard, we know APM Group because of ITIL, but I understand there is more than ITIL in APM Group. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, in fact, we came to ITIL quite late. We've been working with the Office of Government Commerce, OGC, for over a decade on program and project management. So we have built our reputation with OGC around a project management product called Prince2. And in that period, we've grown Prince2 to be a global methodology in the way projects are delivered. So in 2005, when OGC retendered the award of the accreditation scheme for both program project management and for ITIL, we competed for both, and we were very fortunate in actually being successful in both running an accreditation scheme on program project management as well as ITIL. So yes, ITIL is new to us, but not accreditation and qualifications, which we've been working on for over a decade.
That's great. I know you are having the point of view of the exams and not specifically the implementation on companies, but from that point of view, how would you say is growing ITIL, or how is the different regions also adopting ITIL?
Oh, I mean, ITIL is an amazing product. Since we've been involved in ITIL, in the calendar year 2008, about 110,000 people took a version 2 ITIL foundation exam. 130,000 people took an ITIL version 3 foundation exam.
Wow.
So in 1 year alone, nearly 250,000 people took a qualification in ITIL. That is staggering. And to think that it is based on good practice rolled out globally through a wide range of training companies and supported by 6 examination institutes, it really is tremendous growth. So we're very pleased to see that version 3 has already outgrown version 2.
That's quite impressive, an impressive number. What would you say is that growth?
It's very difficult really to see where the growth is. Version 2 is still growing in parts of the world that do not have as much maturity in service management. And you can see version 2 being very successful as people are working on the core elements of ITIL. Version 3 has been readily adopted in North America, in certain Asian countries, and in Europe. And I think it's the different levels of maturity is showing different growth.
That's impressive. And also, ITIL is certifying people, but we have companies also asking for being like accredited or software being, having a seal from ITIL. Is there a project on that way?
It's interesting to say I'm new to ITIL, and I'm sure there are many people at the conference who are more expert at ITIL than I am. So to those people, I apologize if I get this totally wrong. But organizations can be assessed or verified against ISO 20000. So there is work underway on ISO 20000 accreditation. That's actually being led by itSMF. I believe it's the international grouping of itSMF that's leading on that. And we look forward to working with itSMFI and others on an accreditation around ISO 20000. My understanding is you cannot be compliant with ITIL. You can adopt ITIL, but you can't be compliant with it. In terms of software, there has been a product in the marketplace for some time on whether people are adopting service management best practice. We are currently running a pilot to see whether it is possible to assess software so that one can show which of the processes of ITIL are contained within software, and therefore it will have a badge that might have ITIL process compliant.
I think that will be very interesting for many companies. So Richard, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, and I hope it's a great conference for everybody. Thank you.
I'm sure.